Okay, so good day to everyone. So welcome to the Young Inventors Challenge training series. So my name is Dr. Lee. I'm from University Kuala Lumpur, Uni KL, and I'm the Chief Judge for Young Inventors Challenge 2025. So today I'm going to share with you some tips on how to write a good proposal and also look at some of the mistakes that can be avoided, right? So writing a good proposal is actually a practice. All right. So what is a proposal? A proposal is actually a document that outlines and presents your invention idea to a panel of judges, which includes me and also my team. All right. So it aims to persuade them of the value, feasibility, and originality of your invention. So basically, you are trying to come up with a document to actually persuade me and my team to select you as one of the finalists and then to move on to the next stage, basically. All right. So what is in the proposal? So you need to tell us, you need to inform us your invention, address which SDG. Okay. By the way, you should know by now, there are actually 17 SDG or Sustainable Development Goals. The title of the invention, the objectives, the theme, originality, the description of your project or your invention, and also the commercialization potential. So this is an example of a very good or well-written objective, basically. We move on step by step. So the objective is basically to inform us. Okay, you're trying to inform us in writing. Why are you doing this, or why are you working on this invention, basically? So it's rather important for you to include some of the, like for example, here you have an increase in temperature gradients and heat flow rates. So basically this is about climate change. So this is the problem statement, all right? And also a very important point to note is that you need to include appropriate verbs in your objective. So in this case, this project is proposed to design an evaporative cooling bodysuit that can be worn over clothing, all right? And this is also another statement, all right, about the, what do you call that, the invention, all right, and how you actually include some technology, all right. And here is another, what do you call the verb that you may include here, that is included in this proposal to minimize size and power of consumption, all right, allowing users to wear it with ease and prolonged period. So this is very clear. Okay, the problem statement, all right, the some of the advantages of this invention, and also the very clear objective of what you're trying to do, basically. All right, with proper and appropriate verbs. This is in the form of a paragraph. Basically, you can write in the form of paragraph, all right, in the form of essay, or you can even write it in the form of like this, where you have your question and your objective is answering your question. Okay, like in this case, what problem are you solving? All right, so it's basically it's a food waste issue. So you aim to transform consumer behaviors, mitigate food spoilage in a resource efficient food experience for all. Okay, so what value are you adding? So you also write it, you also include this proposal also include the values, which is to optimize the process of managing and tracking food items. Can the solution be tested, prototype, or demonstrated? You also include what are the initial proof of concept, how your prototype actually effectively showcase the integration of the, in this case is LDED lah, this invention or this project. Okay, so you can also include it. You can also write your objective in such manner where it is clear what you are trying to solve lah. All right. Yeah, this is another one, a very good proposal with a well-written objective. So it's very clear what problem are you solving. So basically there is a problem statement. So you mentioned about a brief introduction of the background about the issue, okay, or the topic you're trying to tackle. What values are you adding? Can the solution be tested, prototyped, and demonstrated? So you actually draft your objective based on the questions, what they call that, that was given basically. All right. So this is another form of writing objective. This is an example of incomplete objective, because I think every year we receive a huge number of proposals basically from not only from locally but internationally as well. So we noticed that there are some who gave us incomplete objectives. Like in this case, so although you have your questions over here, but the response is too short and it's too general. What values are you adding? You just tell us responsibility, because the judging team would like to know more on the objective, not a one-word response or one-sentence response where you do not actually give us you do not actually elaborate the objectives well. All right, like in this case, we are trying to give every student a quality education through this innovation. This innovation can be used at school. So it's too general, and we could not imagine the innovation that you want to propose. All right, same goes to this. It's very general, too general. And here is another one that is also quite general, because you're saying that you want to reduce water wastage. Other than that, it can be tested, prototyped, and demonstrated. So basically, you are just what do you call that? Just giving a very, very general answer to answer the question. Can a solution be tested, prototyped, and demonstrated? Here, you just say yes. It can be tested. So we do not want that. We do not want the proposal to be that way. We want it to be more detailed if possible. All right. This is about the relevance to the team. All right. So this is also another example that gives an example of a proposal which explain well in relation to the team. In this case, is creating a motorcycle helmet that detects drowsiness to prevent accidents. All right. And you must be able to let us know which are the SDG goals that you are trying to solve. All right. In this case, it's about sustainable cities and communities. So you are trying to relate it with goal 3, good health and well-being, and goal 9, and then you give a description of these two respective SDGs. This is what we want. Okay, this is an example of a good one. In this, another way to write it is actually you can give us a background, and then you just let us know the SDGs 4 and 10, and then you explain the SDG and the SDGs that you have proposed, and then how it relates to the team. So this is also accepted lah. Okay, this is also good. Or you want to separate it? I think separate it will be better basically, so that it's easier for us to evaluate basically. All right, but this is another way. That means you lump it together and then you separate it in the paragraph. This is also okay. Another way is you let us know the themes to be addressed, and then you tell us how you're going to address it basically. All right. So and then you let us know. So you explain first what are the themes, and then you let us know that, oh, this is actually solving SDG 9, SDG 11. All right. So these are some of the incomplete relevance to team. All right. This is again is too general. Okay, again is too general, and you do not let us know. You do not inform us which SDG are you solving. Okay, if you're solving sustainable cities and communities, so which SDG that is related to this team? Worse still, there is no SDG at all. You just tell us that, oh, this is the team is chicken, egg, and plant, farmer, seller, and buyer. Yes, we do not understand what do you mean. All right. So we do not want what they call that one word answer or just one sentence where you do not give us an idea on how it is relevant to the team. Okay, and this case is the originality of your invention. Same thing. One way of it is to give us to answer the questions accordingly. All right, how is your invention being different from others? You let us know how. What makes your proposed idea unique? Tell us how, and things like that in a very detailed manner. So that will help you to score basically based on our criteria and also our rubrics. This is even a better one where you actually make a comparison between your invention and what is available in the market now. So if you can put it in visual aid, tables, chart, that will actually make our life easier. So that is highly encouraged because you are trying to explain it using visual aid, and that will lessen our burden to help to look for the key points and key originality points. Or so this is it's well encouraged. Please, if possible, use visual aids or use charts, tables to actually uh, drive your point or your message to us. All right. So in other way, you can also present it in such a way that you try to answer the questions that were posted, lah. And then you answer it accordingly in point form A, B. So this is also encouraged as well. And this is an example of an incomplete originality in the proposal, where it is too general. Same thing, I think the common mistakes are too general. It is not well explained, not detailed. Okay, normally it's just one sentence, so it's difficult for us to evaluate, and it's difficult for us to give you good scores for a one word or one sentence statement, because it's difficult to basically explain your ideas in just one word or just in one sentence. But you can explain your idea in the form of chart, tables. Okay, that is good. All right. This is a description. Description carries the highest weightage actually in this proposal. So make sure you actually come up with a very, very detailed description of your proposal. Okay, this is a very detailed and a very well structured proposal. Same goes to this. All right, and this one as well. Okay, it's a well structured in an essay form. The points are there. All right, it's easier for us to evaluate. This is some of the examples of an incomplete description in a proposal. Again, it's too simple, too general, okay? And sometimes it is not well explained, basically. It is not well explained. So you can have a look at this, okay? Some of it is just like, if I ask you how useful, you just say extremely useful. It will be a game changer, but you do not explain how. So basically, it's important for you to explain how, why, all right, in detail. Same goes to drawing. All right, this is an example, some examples of very complete drawing. As the saying goes, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So if you are able to show us a complete drawing and we understand your drawing, that will carry weightage and good marks for your proposal. Same goes to this, very detailed, all right, with proper labeling as well. So this one, proper labeling and how it works, very, very detailed and nice drawing. All right, it can be hand drawn as well. It's fine as long as it's properly labeled and we can understand. So this is a nice drawing, handwritten, all right, drawing as well, hand drawn. And this is an example of an incomplete drawing. It's blur, labels are not clear, too small, we can't understand. So actually confuse us with your drawing. For your proposal, because we do not understand. Okay, we can't understand the drawing and it's not properly labeled. Same goes to this. It's too simple. We don't know what is this, right? It should be drawn in such a way that you are trying to deliver some message or trying to tell us what is it. You can't be drawing something that only you yourself understand, because we don't know who are you. We don't know who are you. So we need to understand your proposal. We need to understand your invention based on your drawings alone. Okay, and also the written description. Okay, this is also another one. As a drawing where maybe only the students themselves know what is it about. So this is it's difficult for us to actually mark this or to give you marks for this because we do not understand. Okay, me and my team do not understand. All right. So same goes to commercialization potential. You can write it in an essay form, details, all right, and highlight the key points. All right, it's fine to highlight points if you would like to. Sometimes I've seen proposals where they actually highlighted the key points. I think that is something good as well that you can practice lah, basically. All right, so this is incomplete. Again, just one simple paragraph, 2, 3 sentences to explain it is a bit difficult for us to understand. All right, so like this one, the commercialization potential, you mentioned that it's a convenient product. It can help victims overcome the problems of destroyed furniture, but we do not know what is the potential. You must tell us how can you market it. All right, so it is not well explained and it's not detailed enough, basically. All right, I think basically I've shared with you lah. I think I've shared with you some common mistakes made by the students for the past years entries, and also some very good ones that I think you can have a look and try to learn from those what they call that good entries, and try to avoid mistakes that has been made by the what they call that not so well crafted proposals, basically. Okay, with that, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope that by sharing this, you are able to submit very good proposals to me and my team to evaluate them. With that, thank you very much, and I shall look at your entries very, very soon. Thank you.